Game design, especially in the independent sphere, is an extremely personal discipline. It's very reflective, and you look at the games that come out of the indie sphere, and they're deeply personal. So the decision to bring on another creative person is a really huge decision, and it's not surprising to me that a lot of indie games choose not to bring on a composer, not to bring on a sound designer, not to bring on an artist, and prefer to do that themselves because they're trying to create something really true. And the more people you bring on, the more work you have to do making sure everybody's on the same page. So my job working in games, especially working in indie games, has been a lot about conversation, a lot about trying things, creating a space where it's okay and safe to make mistakes. Because the more mistakes you make, the more true a thing you're going to make. I've found that the projects where I do 10 things and 9 of those are failures, the 10th one is a far more interesting choice and far more true to whatever it is that that game wants to be, and whatever it is that the developer's personality is bringing to it. I think a few of the most important things that a sound designer does to a game is, firstly, makes the space feel more real, draws you into the space, and gives the gameplay an emotional context. And there's a huge crossover there between the role of sound and the role of music. Another is to provide feedback. You want to know the timing of things. You can't, the human brain doesn't really perceive timing and rhythm visually. You need sound for that, or at least sound's a lot better at delivering and helping you understand that information. So if you imagine a shooter game, imagine playing Counter-Strike with your friends, right? You need to know exactly the rate of fire of the gun, and that helps you play the game better. One of my favorite indie games, Samurai Gun, those sounds, the sound of the and the chink, help inform the combat so that you can play better against your opponent. And while this is absolutely essential to competitive play in a AAA story-driven game, the same sort of things are really important. It informs the experience, it tells you how you're playing, it is a tool for perceiving what is going on, especially with regards to timing.